That's right. We're doing this again. Because I believe today is supposed to be my live streaming day. But yeah, we're going to talk about it. Y'all are going to get two this weekend, so you're welcome. This one I'm mainly making because I finally have an anime discussion to talk about, so we're going to, just go with it. Because why not? This was a discussion that I had while talking to the love of my life about something that we're both really passionate about, which I believe I talked about on here before with her, but I don't remember. For those of you who don't know who I'm talking about, I am referring to Selena Prasad, aka someone who, yes, has been on this channel before, whether it was in videos or live streams. I want to say she was in one live stream, I think. Yeah, I want to say one live stream. I wanted to say more than one, but yeah, I think she was only in one live stream, but she was definitely in at least one or two videos because I know I uploaded a video with it just being her on this channel, and then I uploaded one. I think it was a duet that me and her did. I don't remember. Yeah, because I uploaded Cloud9 on here. So yeah, she's been in at least at the most two videos on this channel, which definitely gonna try to get her in more. But considering her schedule and what she also is okay with doing, don't know how much that'll happen. But who knows? Hopefully in the future, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I figured might as well do this one because again, due to talking to her about something we both love, I finally have a discussion to talk about. So let's go. So let's see when people actually get in here, and we'll see what happens.
Finish. Zero watching now. Zero likes.
Matter of fact, you know what? I'm hoping this doesn't do anything to the audio. If it does, I apologize, but I'm gonna try to share this to Facebook as well. So hold on, bear with me, people.
Switch camera. Chat options. Filter options. 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 Button. Dismiss. GG. Mute micro. Share. Button. iCandle collapse. Share. Facebook. Button. YouTube. Finish. Welcome to live chat. Switch cam. Chat option. Filtered. Options. Finish. Live. Zero watching now. Zero likes.
Hopefully, we'll get people coming in soon, but don't know. So we're just gonna wait for that.
Welcome. Zero watching now. Zero likes.
And yeah, considering I'm starting early, like I don't usually start a stream this early. This is probably gonna be going on for a while, so y'all are actually gonna get a long stream this time. So you're welcome. Who knows? Maybe it won't go on for that long. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm trying to make this a long stream, so even if that means I just have to sit here for a while, which I probably will, but we'll see what happens. Who knows? Maybe if you guys want to, when I'm done with the discussion part of this, we can also just get into talking on here, like me doing voices. It's all up to what y'all want, honestly.
Live. Zero watching now. Zero likes. Welcome to live chat. One watching now. Zero likes.
Hey, I don't know who's watching, but whoever's here, welcome. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Feel free to give it a like. If you're not already, subscribe to the channel. And comment when the stream's over if you want. You don't have to, but if you can, you don't have to, but you can if you want to.
One watching now. Well, switch cam. Johnny. Hi, Elijah.
Sup.
Switch cam. Johnny. Welcome to one watching now.
If you want to, bro, you can share the stream around. Like, if anyone else wants to join, just share the link with them. They can't join like the actual stream because I'm doing this one myself, so I don't have that feature turned on. But they can, like, join in the chat and stuff if they want to.
One watching now. Welcome. Johnny. Switch camera. Chat up. Switch. Johnny. Welcome. One watching now. Live. 4 minutes 8 seconds. One watching now. Zero likes. Welcome. Johnny. Switch camera. Chat filtered. Chat. Switch. Johnny. Welcome. Zero watching now. Zero likes.
Okay. He either went to share the stream around or he just didn't want to watch anymore. I have no idea. Guess we'll see. If you guys hear any noise in the background, by the way, it's because I have a fan on in here. So, if anything, that also kind of helps. That way, it's not like definitely quiet in here. Because I'm sorry, I cannot stand the quietness, but that's just me. I don't know. It rubs me the wrong way. I can't be in complete utter silence. It's annoying and unnerving. just uncomfortable altogether. It's,
Zero watching now. Zero likes.
I'll let us get to like 10 minutes, and then if anything, I'll start the stream. Or like I'll start like talking.
Live. 5 minutes 28 seconds. Zero watching now. Zero likes. Welcome. Zero watching now. Zero likes.
You know what? Hold on. I just saw something. Hold up.
Welcome. Johnny. Switch. Mute. Share. Button. Messages. Facebook. WhatsApp. Facebook. Mail. Gmail. More. Copy link. Create post. Copy link. But. Finish. But. Copied.
Bear with me for a second, guys, because I'm going to leave the app again, so I don't know what's going to happen to the stream. I'm hoping it's not going to kick me out, but I don't know.
Welcome to live chat. Zero watch. Live. 6 minutes 20. Zero watching now. Zero likes.
Alright. So it didn't kick me out. Yay. Hoping you guys can still hear me for whenever someone gets here. I don't know what's going on. Doing this strictly from my phone, so it can be a bit weird at times.
Johnny. Switch cam. Welcome. Zero watching. Live. 6 minutes 42 seconds.
That song is going to stay in my head, man.
Zero watching. Live. 7 minutes 8 seconds. Zero watching. Welcome to live chat. Johnny. Switch cam. John. Well. Zero watching now. Zero likes. Well. Zero watching now. Zero likes. Zero watching now. Zero likes. Welcome. Zero watching. Well. John. Switch cam. John. Well. Zero watching now. Zero likes.
Listen, now I think about it, when I actually do end this, I don't think it's going to be as long as I'm thinking, because I think I did a 3-hour-long stream already on here before. And I don't think we're going to be going for that long. We might go for that long, but I'm not entirely sure just yet.
Welcome to live chat. Zero watching now. Well. John. Switch cam. John. Welcome. Zero watching now. Zero likes. Live. 8 minutes 32 seconds. Zero watching now. Zero likes. Live. 9. Zero watching now. Live. 9 minutes 9 seconds. Zero watching now. Well. Johnny. Switch cam. Johnny. Well. Zero watching. Live. Zero watching now. Zero likes. Well. Zero watching now. Welcome to live chat. Zero watching now. Zero likes. Live. 9 minutes 40 seconds. Zero watching now. Live. 9 minutes 46 seconds. Live. 9 minutes 52 seconds. Zero watching now. Live. 9 minutes 55 seconds. Live. 10 minutes. 0 watching now. 0 likes.
So, today's discussion, anime characters and their obsessions versus what, I guess what we as the fans, or what you could also say in the show, is, real, actual, true love. Because let's be honest, for any of y'all out there who are anime fans, I'm pretty sure we can all agree there is a huge difference. And a lot of times in animes, you don't always see what, you think true love should be. A lot of the times it is just obsessions. I'm sorry, it's the truth. Let me lay out some for you right now. Great example. I don't know how many people consider, stuff like Avatar an anime, but Avatar. Well, we've got, what was it? I'm trying to remember. It might have been a bad one to use actually. Alright, yeah, not Avatar. You know what? Heck, I'm trying to think of one now. Dang it. You know what? I could use Avatar, especially because honestly, a lot of people I feel like in that fandom do this to themselves. Because if you look into the actual show, a lot of the times that's not really like that never actually happens the way people say it does. But regardless, Zutara versus Angara. Okay, well with Angara, that was like a slow burn. Like Aang started liking her. Katara didn't really seem that interested in him for a bit, and then after a while got interested. And well, if you saw anything, you saw what happened after. Yeah, but before, like I said, they were just friends. Nothing really happened. And then you got Zutara, where everything Zuko does to her is apparently considered love, but like I'd say that's more obsession slash using her to get what he wants, aka Aang, because he wanted to kill him for a while because I'm Zuko, I need my honor back, and I can killing the Avatar is the only way to get that. Which, very glad he realized wasn't true, but regardless. So, you got that. Zutara versus Angara. Angara, true love. Zutara, obsession. Or again, being used as a means to an end. I'm trying to think of any in Dragon Ball, but I can't really think of any right now. I mean, unless you want to use Roshi, who seems to just be obsessed with anything that's a woman. But I don't really know if that counts. I guess you could argue it does, but like I said, I don't know. Or you know what? In a way, no. You can argue actually something. Yamcha and Bulma's relationship versus Vegeta and Bulma. Okay, well, Yamcha's Yamcha, number one. I'm sorry, it's the truth. I have nothing good to say about Yamcha. For anyone who watched Dragon Ball, he was good in Dragon Ball, yeah, but then Z came along and he just stopped being useful. I'm sorry, it's the truth. But we've got, that relationship where when Yamcha and Bulma met, Yamcha just wanted to get over his fear of girls. Bulma just wanted a boyfriend. She didn't really care who it was. So, they got together. He ended up cheating on her a bunch of times and then left her because he just, I guess, didn't care. She was really upset about it over a while. Like, really upset over it for a while. Then she met Vegeta. And the whole thing between her and Vegeta, well, that didn't start off that great either. But then we see where it got them. I mean, Trunks and Bola. We're all the way in Dragon Ball Super, and now Bola's here. Need I say more? Not to mention, if you've seen anything from, Super, what happens when Bulma or any of his family are in danger, Vegeta legit goes ballistic. Like, he's basically like Goku over here now when it comes to Goku's family. So, there's that. I don't really know if I could use any for TMNT. I could, I guess, say in a way, yeah, Donatello and April versus Casey and April, because, I mean, I'm sorry, when it comes to Casey and April, say what you will, I don't really see any actual love there. I just see obsession slash just, I guess, lust. I don't really know. I don't really see love there, though. You could argue the same for Donnie. Yeah, but, I mean, Donnie actually kind of did start really liking her after he got over his whole just straight up being in love with her. I'm assuming because of her looks, because even if he never fully got over that, we can clearly see there was love there. You know, at some point. I mean, anytime he hurt her, he felt bad. Anytime he hurt her, he wanted to make it right. When it came to Casey, he really didn't care about her feelings. I'm sorry. That's how I see it, at least. So yeah, there's that. I'm trying to save the big one for last. That's why I'm kind of stalling with that one. I was gonna try to bring up Yu Yu Hakusho, but I can't really see any there. I was gonna say Seven Deadly Sins, especially because I just finished watching it, but like, oh, you know what? Yeah, Seven Deadly Sins. Bond and Elaine versus Bond and Jericho. I mean, Bond did like one nice thing for Jericho, and she was all over him. There was never any true love there, though. When it came to Bond and Elaine, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched that yet, which if you haven't, I don't really think I need to give a spoiler alert warning. It's been out for a while, so like, go watch it. It's on Netflix. But, you know, Bond and Elaine, like, they didn't like each other at first, but they grew to love each other. And this man literally gave up his immortality to be with her. So, I mean, if that's not love, I don't think I know what is. This man didn't have to, but he gave up his immortality to be with her. He wouldn't stop until he made sure that she was okay. He basically, you know, protected her from everything, even if he didn't really need to, because that's just who he is. Heck, even when she was taken over by one of the commandments and being like the worst person possible, even to him, he still tried to save her, and he managed to as well. I'm sorry, that was one of my favorite scenes in the whole show, but that's just me. Whereas, like I said, with Bond and Jericho, aside from, you know, that one thing he did for her, there was really nothing there. I mean, if you really want to argue, I kind of forgot about this, but Meliodas and Elizabeth versus Mael and Elizabeth, kind of the same thing. Even when he was Esterosa, like, she did one nice thing for him and he got obsessed with her. Yeah, but like, that relationship, I feel like, didn't really have any room to grow. Whereas Meliodas and Elizabeth had something for literally 3,000 years because of the curse. So, you know, there's that. You can say maybe their relationship is a bit crazy. I'm not saying their relationship isn't crazy. I mean, it is. Especially considering who Meliodas is. Yeah, but it's not bad. Like, there is love there. You can clearly tell there's love there. Hold on.
Welcome to Zero Watching. Well, John, Kathy Potter the Gamer. Yo.
Okay, Kathy was here. Sup. I think they're not here anymore, but when they were here, hello.
Kathy Potter the Gamer. How's it going? Switch camera. Kathy Potter the...
Going pretty good. I have no idea when you were here.
Cat, Johnny, welcome. Zero watching now. One like. Live. 18 minutes, 13 seconds. Zero watching now. One like.
But, okay, yeah, let me see if I can think of another one. I feel like Monsuno's considered an anime, but I haven't watched that in literally forever, so I can't really say anything with that one. Blood of Zeus didn't really have anything like that, and I don't know when it will, because Lord knows if they're even going to come out with another season for that. Oh, you know what? I didn't watch the whole thing, but from what I have watched already, I can definitely say this. The whole Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Hinata thing. Naruto, obsessed with Sakura. Didn't really try to get to know her. Hinata, obsessed / loved Naruto. But like, you know, obviously Naruto didn't return those feelings at first, although I'm not gonna lie, I've seen them in Boruto and they're cute as heck, so I'm all for it. But same things. I feel like the only one I guess you could say is a bit different is the fact that Sakura was obsessed with Sasuke for like a long while, and Sasuke's just over here like, leave me alone. I don't care. Yeah, and then after a while he returned those feelings, and eventually something happened between those two. But like, yeah, even then there's that. Hold on.
0 watching now. Welcome, Johnny. Kathy. Switch camera. John. Welcome to live chat. 0 watching now. 1 like. Live. 19 minutes 50 seconds. 0 watching now.
I already sent this to like a bunch of chats, so I'm hoping that we can get more people in here soon, but I'm not sure what's going on. It's still early, so that's another reason why I'm saying this might go on for longer, because I don't know how many people are going to get watching this, but who knows? We'll see what happens. I can go on a whole rant about this one, so I already saved it for long enough, honestly. I haven't watched so many animes. I can't really talk on a lot of them. I could talk on Yu Yu Hakusho, but I don't really think there was any, like, relationship there that needs to be covered when it comes to that. And then, like, aside from that one, I haven't really watched any other ones. Let me see. Dragon Ball, I kind of spoke. Dragon Ball I spoke about, and even then there wasn't really that much to speak about there. Seven Deadly Sins I spoke on. Blood of Zeus, nothing there, so no, not that. Haven't watched My Hero yet, so can't speak on that. So yeah, Naruto, Seven Deadly Sins, Avatar, I mean, I consider Samurai an anime, so I mean, there's that one, I guess, because in the same thing, I mean, we've got Spike and Mia versus Jaden and Mia versus, if people actually ship these two, Kevin and Mia. Kevin and Mia literally only had one scene. And yes, I did ship them way back when, yeah, but then I rewatched it, and I saw the chemistry between Jaden and Mia, and I'm sorry, but it's very obvious, like, looking back. Oh yeah, and I spoke on TMNT, but moving on. Spike, literally the same thing. I mean, he saw her, fell for her looks, didn't really know her that well, only talked to her like 3 times, and actually somewhat made the connection like the last time, but even then didn't really make that deep of a connection. Whereas Jaden literally went to her with everything. Granted, he didn't go to her, she just knew he was going through stuff and talked to him every single time. Yeah, but that's because, like, due to them being on the same team as Rangers and her just being that person who can tell when something's up, like, you know, they had that bond. Which I can't believe I didn't see until recently, but we don't need to talk about it. So yeah, that thing right there. Spike, obsessed with her looks, obsessed with the daydreams that he had about her, which were crazy, by the way. Versus Jaded and Mia, where, you know, there's an actual connection. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's any of the Power Rangers ones I can speak on, so that's already like 4 right there. Hold up. 7 Deadly Sins. 7 Deadly Sins, Power Rangers, Samurai, Avatar, Naruto. Oh yeah, TMNT, so that's 5. Hold on.
0 watching. Well, Johnny. Kathy. Switch camera. John. Welcome to live. 0 live. 23 minutes 10 seconds. 0 watching now. 1 like.
This one might be the last one I can talk about, which I mean, I can go on a rant about this, so I don't really care. But like, I was trying to see if I could talk about more, but I can't really think of any more animes that I've watched. Again, I want to get into My Hero, but I haven't yet. Fairy Tail never got into. Dragon Ball, like I said, doesn't really have any. And even if it does, I already talked about it, which was, yeah, the Yamcha Vegeta one. And you can say whatever you want, but I'm sorry. Maybe it's just also me really not liking Yamcha, because I don't. I hate Yamcha. I'm sorry. I can't stand him. I'm hoping I'm not the only one. Seriously. I mean, it hasn't happened yet because they haven't met, but like, I guess if I want to go on another one with Dragon Ball Super, the Broly and Kale versus Broly and Chilai things, I mean, yeah, Broly and Chilai have a connection because she saved him. Yeah, but other than that, I feel like there's not really any other place for that to really go at this point. Whereas Kale and Broly have a bunch in common. They're both legendary Super Saiyans. They're both berserkers. They're both really shy unless you get them PO'd, in which case they will literally tear apart everything. They're both extremely shy when they're not like that. They love life. They seem to love helping people and want to just please people. And Four Saiyans are literally like the cutest, kindest people I've ever like seen in the show. When it comes to Saiyans, I'm sorry, it's the truth. They are in nature wise, because obviously I can't see what they look like, but like in nature wise, when they're not going berserk, they are adorable. And you can't really say that about any other Saiyans unless they were kids. I'm sorry, again, it's the truth. So yeah, there's that one.
Zero one. Welcome to Johnny. Kathy. Switch camera. John. Welcome to live chat. Remember, zero watching now. Live. 25 minutes 17 seconds. Zero watching now. One like.
I was gonna bring up Yu Yu Hakusho, but like I said, there's not really much to go off of with that one. That's the problem. Alright, guess I gotta do it, because I don't got any other animes. I mean, unless you want to talk about Legend of Korra, but I don't think anyone really wants to go down that rabbit hole. I personally don't. I'm sorry, I can't stand that show. The action was good, but other than that, that show sucked. I don't like it.
Live. Zero watching. Welcome. Johnny. Kathy. Switch camera. John. Well. Zero watch. Live. 26 minutes 18 seconds. Zero watching now.
So yeah, I guess I'll just go on and rant about this one then. Miraculous. Yes, we have reached that point, everyone. We have reached that point. We are here. We are talking about this now. Excuse me. Yeah, Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir, the show that was once so great, and then the third season ended. Then everything went downhill. So disappointed in that show, but that's just me. Again, these are all just my opinions. I know I'm not the only one who has these, but these are all my opinions. You can think whatever you want. Doesn't mean we're gonna have the same opinion. Not expecting us to, but this is simply just mine. So, for those of you who don't know what Miraculous is, which if you don't, I'm honestly kind of surprised considering how long it's been out, but maybe it's also just not your cup of tea, I don't know. But Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. A show about these two teenagers who end up wielding great powers with these things called Miraculouses. And basically what the Miraculouses are, there's, I want to say, 19, unless you go into like the New York special and all that, there's 19 in total. I might be getting the numbers wrong. I don't think I am right. There's 19 in total, or at least from the music, I can't speak, for the Miracle Box that we had, there's 19. Apparently there's more, but we don't need to talk about that. But there's 19 for the one we have, and each of them have a different power. Ladybug, her power is the power of creation. And whenever she's, done fighting a villain, when she uses her lucky charm and raises it into the air, like throws it to fix everything, Ladybugs basically gets whatever the device is turns into ladybugs. Those ladybugs are here to fix everything, and then, they leave before they get revealed. Cat Noir has the Miraculous of Destruction. Exactly what it sounds like. His power is destruction. So he can use his Cataclysm, which is basically his ring that gets powered up with destructive energy, and he can, destroy things, which is how they get these things called Akumas, which are basically butterflies that were, like, evilized and created with, I want to say, like, dark evil energy that are used to basically control whomever they hit or whatever they hit by Hawkmoth, aka the main villain here, and he uses, whatever gets akumatized to basically try to get Ladybug and Cat Noir's Miraculouses. So now that you got the rundown of the show, let's talk about why I'm talking about this. Because we've got Adrianette versus Lucanet. I'm pretty sure I made my stance clear on this, because I've talked about this in shorts on here before, even if it was just with voice acting. But if y'all didn't realize it already, I am Lucanet all the way. I'm sorry. I used to be Adrianette. I don't know why I was. I regret ever being on that side. I regret not coming over fast enough. But, like, this is clear obsession versus love. I'm sorry, it's the truth. We've got Adrianette, which is basically... Explain to me how this works. Also, wait, hold up.
Live. Zero watching. Welcome to Johnny. Kathy. Switch camera. John. Welcome to live. Zero watching. Live. 29 minutes 47 seconds. Zero watching now. One like.
All right, so explain to me how this works. We've got a 15-year-old girl, or technically no, 13 when they met. So we've got a 13-year-old girl named Marinette, who's, going to a new school, or no, not going to a new school, just going into a new grade. I want to say, yeah, 8th grade, I believe. Yeah, 8th grade. Going into 8th grade, and, starting her first day of 8th grade. She's terrified because, well, her, I think preschool bully? Yeah, her preschool or elementary school bully, Chloe, is in the same class as her. And she's not trying to deal with that again. But, whatever. She's gonna have to. She don't really got a choice. So we've got her. She's getting prepared for school, all that great stuff, and she's terrified. We've got Adrian. I'm sorry. I dislike him. I dislike him so much. I'm sorry. It's the truth. For all of you who end up watching this stream, whether it's now or later, I'm sorry. I cannot stand him. He is the worst in my opinion. No. But regardless, Adrian, this rich, again, 13-year-old kid, or no, I want to say 14. Yeah, I think he was a year older than her, I believe. So we've got this 14-year-old homeschooled kid, Rich, by the way, if I didn't make that clear already, who, like I said, is homeschooled. So he's starting his first day at Francois Dupont. I want to say I said that right. I'm not sure. I think I said that right. AKA the same school that Marinette's going to. But he's homeschooled, so he has no idea what he's doing because he is sheltered as all heck. And his father never really let him have friends. So he's just over here awkward as heck. And when they get to school and, meet each other and everything, Chloe pulls this mean prank on her. Marinette ends up seeing Adrian, thinks that he did it, and gets really upset with him. And then later on at the end, Adrian tries to apologize to her and, explain that wasn't, what he didn't do it on purpose. He doesn't know what he's doing. He just wants a friend. And she agreed to be his friend. And somehow they had this umbrella scene. AKA what started it all. And this is what upsets me about that. I don't understand how this starts anything, but apparently that's how true love works. It's raining. She didn't have an umbrella. He had an umbrella. He gave her the umbrella. He smiled at her. Instant connection, apparently. Like that. How? Where? When? Why? In which universe did y'all think this would work and no one would question this? I'm confused. Apparently this universe, because we've got so many Adrianette fans still, but, I don't understand how that makes any sense. I don't know, just pretend I'm meeting someone else for the first time. Or, you know what, no, I'll use my relationship, because obviously this is not how my relationship started. So, I don't know, I meet Selena, we're not really clicking at first, and then I give her an umbrella because she doesn't have one and it's raining. How do you start a connection from that, though? I don't understand that. You guys barely talked, and then all of a sudden now instant connection? Where? What? How? It makes no sense. There's no buildup. There's nothing here to actually say y'all connected. I don't get it. What? So, from that moment on, Marinette is straight up obsessed with him. Straight up. You can say she's not all you want. She is obsessed. How do we know this? Well, for this reason. Whenever she's around him, tongue-tied. She can literally never speak, and she brings this up multiple times. But you got people like Alia, a.k.a. the new kid in class in the first episode that instantly became her best friend a bit afterwards when she kind of mouthed off to Chloe because she didn't like what Chloe was doing to her and got annoyed with her. And she found out, Marinette didn't either, so they instantly became best friends, yada, 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 yada. We've got Alia, who's over here constantly trying to be like, no, you and Adrian belong together. You need to be with him. The rest of her friends are basically saying the same thing, even though you can tell half of them really don't care. So anytime she's over here, it's not worth it, they're just like, what are you talking about? Alia over here basically forcing her to be like, no, you are in love with Adrian and you're gonna stay in love with him. Hey, dude, That ain't your call. It's not your life. It's not your relationship. Back off. Relax. But regardless, you got all these people doing that and that and that and that. And again, Marinette over here, getting tongue tied, can't say a single word around him. I am so serious. Cannot say a single word or will mess up on her words. Then on top of that, this girl got his whole schedule memorized. When I say his whole schedule, I mean in and out of school. She knows his, because again, he's rich. He's a model. If I didn't say that earlier, yes, he's rich, but he also does modeling, which is why he's rich. And he's with the Aggress company, aka his company that is owned by his father.
Lib. One watching now. Well, Johnny, Kathy, Tech 9 Microsoft support team. What the stream about? I just joined. Switch camera. Tech 9 Microsoft support team. What the stream about? I just joined.
Basically an anime discussion. If you like anime, you might like this. I don't know how long you've been here for already, but
Switch Tech Johnny. Well, one watching now. One like.
yeah, we've got, like I said, I don't understand how you get a connection from that. And when I say she has his whole schedule memorized, like I said, he's a model. So whenever he's not in school, he's usually doing stuff for modeling. Dude, she literally knows every single appointment this dude is gonna have, what time he's gonna have it, what he's gonna be doing. I don't know how she even managed to do that, but someone explained to me how that's not creepy. Like, huh? I'm confused. I don't, what? Oh, not to mention, yeah, we're gonna just go back to like why she hated him in the first place, because I want to point out I kind of get it, but then this is how I don't see how hate turns to that instant connection after the umbrella thing. She basically, he kind of played a prank on her where she ended up going up to what she thought was a statue of him and pretended that she was in love with it and was going to kiss it. So, you know, those fairy tale stuff. And then when he realized what she was about to do, because, yeah, she was about to full on kiss him, he snapped out of what he was trying to prank her with, and she got really scared. Understandable, in my opinion. Very understandable. But, you know, regardless. We went from that to the straight up in love. I'm confused. Oh, and not to mention her Kwame, Tiki, yeah, the Ladybug Kwame, isn't really helping matters because she's constantly being like, you got this, just go confess to him, da 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 da. Why? Why though? I don't get it. I don't like it. I don't want to like it. No. Why did I like it? I'm confused.
Lib. 0. Welcome to John. Tech. Switch camera. Tech. John. Welcome to Lib. 0 watching now. One light.
But regardless, like it don't make sense to me. I'm sorry, it doesn't. But so yeah, moving on. We've got all that. Oh, not to mention, I wanna say, yeah, she has photos. Now again, considering she's a fashion designer, that's not really the creepy part because she's a fashion designer, he's a model, so obviously she'll have pictures of him because, you know, like she wants to get into fashion. But like the way she has pictures of him literally everywhere in her room. Everywhere. Everywhere. You don't need that many, dude. I'm confused. Like, calm down, relax. Like I said, got his whole schedule memorized too. Can never say a word around him, but somehow this is apparently love. Versus Luke and Net. They meet for the first time. This dude's over here playing guitar, just in his own little world. She stutters around him because he's hot, and he makes fun of her. She gets shy. He apologizes. He goes on about this whole thing that me personally being a musician and wanting to be a better one and being a singer, actor, all that stuff, obviously not professionally, but these are things I want to do. I kind of get it. It's easy to slip into his character because me and him are a lot alike. But that's not really the point. Point is, because we're also alike, I kind of get what he's doing with the whole melody thing. So, like, you know, he apologizes and then basically plays what he assumes is her melody, or what he basically is saying, what her soul is saying within music. They connect, sparks fly. Awesome. But even then, it's not an instant connection. It's not straight up instant, at least. You could probably tell it was instant for him, yeah, but not for her. So, you know, Tiki kind of teases her about this, da 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 da. Then we've got Silencer, where she's watching him and his band perform, and we've got this dude who's rich, has a son, who's apparently a musician. He sucks. He's horrible. Never buy his music. You thought autotune was bad? This dude, literally, one, can't sing, and apparently people don't try to autotune him for some reason. And two, literally just steals everyone's music to make into his, and his father is just okay with this because his father goes along with it. So they tried to do that to Luca and his band. Oh, by the way, did I mention that Marinette was also designing for that band, and they tried to steal her designs? Luca got pissed, very pissed, and made it very clear, like, dude, that's our stuff. You can't steal our stuff. He's over here like, well, one, I can. I just did. So deal with it. Marinette tries to stick up for them because that's just who Marinette is. She's like, listen, I'm not going to let you do this to my friends. So either A, you're going to go on the air and tell them what you did, or I'll go on the air and tell them what you did. This man had the nerve to put hands on her. Luca saw that. Luca wasn't having any of that. He got pissed. He got akumatized. He got turned into Silencer. What is Silencer, you ask? An akumatized Luca that has the power to basically take away anyone's voice. Literally. But not just take away their voice. No, he could take away their voice and then add it to like his voice collection basically and use their voices against them and they can't speak anymore. So when, XY, who's the dude that I was referring to, and Bob Roth, his father, when they did what they did and Luca got annoyed, he took XY's voice right in front of Marinette. This was before Marinette became Ladybug. So she just looked at him stunned. He did this whole confession, which was so adorable, even though it wasn't in his own voice. I'm sorry, it was cute. I loved it. Basically made it clear, I know it may look like I'm going to, but I'm not going to hurt you. You're the one person I would never want to hurt. Da-da-da-da-da-da. He goes on about, I'm not going to say the quote just because honestly, I might make a short where I say it just because I want to do it in his voice and I'm not doing that here. But he makes this whole speech to her, basically saying outright, I love you, I'm not going to hurt you. Anyone who tries to hurt you, they're going to pay the price. And then walks away. Marinette's just over here stunned. Like, I'm sorry, wait. What in the actual heck just happened? Tiki, I'm pretty sure he just confessed to you. I think he loves you. Wait, he loves me? Yeah, he loves you. Huh? There's no way. No, there's a way. He loves you. You know what? He's a villain. Let's get this sorted out first. They get that sorted out after a bit. And then, obviously, because he was akumatized, I didn't mention this earlier, but yeah, when you get akumatized, you don't really remember anything once you get de-akumatized. So, Marinette asks him, like, did you mean all those things you said? He's like, I have no idea what I said. I'm just praying it wasn't anything bad, though. Because... And then proceeds to say the whole thing again in his own voice. And that, my friends, is where Luca and Ned truly started. And it just got deeper from there. Because Marinette would constantly go to Luca, or Luca would just constantly be around her without her always knowing, and hear about her crush on Adrien. And he'd constantly just tell her, like, I'm going to really be happy for you if everything with you and Adrien works out, but I want you to know, if it doesn't, I'll always be here. He loves her. I mentioned that, right? If I didn't, he made that clear with that statement. I'm sorry. And he says that so many times. So, again, I ask, when it comes to that, think about it. We've got the start of the show where these two don't really know each other. The dude screws up not even like a second in, not even like a second or like 10 minutes after he meets her. And then somehow she falls in love with him to the point where it's basically stalker-like. Again, she got pictures everywhere, knows his schedule, knows his appointments, knows where he'll be at, knows every single little thing about him. It's disturbing. But then we got Luca, someone she doesn't know someone she doesn't know anything about, someone that she's finding all this stuff out about, and someone that it makes it very clear, I'll always be here when you need me. Oh, not to mention at the end of the episode, straight up, when she had a breakdown moment, he didn't even, ask what was really wrong. He just asked if she was okay. She tried to lie, broke down crying. He just held her and basically was like, you can tell me everything or nothing. Just be yourself. Like, you can be yourself around me. It's okay. I mentioned he's a musician, right? So he has a guitar. I want to let y'all know, this dude takes that guitar everywhere. He's never seen without it. He's never seen not holding it, for the most part. That dude saw her crying, dropped that guitar so fast, didn't even care, and just pulled her into his arms and just held her. He's never done that in the show, ever, until that moment. I want y'all to process that. Just think about that real quick. You done thinking about it? Okay, cool. So we got that. We've got... Oh, not to mention, in their superhero forms, or at least for. I guess I can kind of use Viperion, but not really. He only had like one scene where he did this, but I'll talk about that in a bit. You've got Cat Noir and Ladybug. Cat Noir, who's in superhero form, flirtatious with literally any girl that he's working with, but mainly Ladybug, because that's his partner in crime, or main one at least. Flirting with her all the time when she makes it very clear she's not interested. She's literally told him to his face multiple times, "I'm not interested." But he never seems to get the hint. Oh, and because she doesn't return his feelings whenever she's late to something, or whenever, he tries to woo her and it doesn't work, he will get very, very PO'd and basically refuse to help her. There was a episode, I forget which akumatization it was, but there was an episode where they were fighting against a villain, and before this he had asked to meet her, I think like on a rooftop somewhere, and she said okay, but then she got busy. She even made it clear that she most likely wasn't going to be able to meet him. But then when she didn't show up, he got pissed and basically refused to help her during the fight. And she asked him why. She was like, "Is this because I didn't show up for, our meeting?" And he's like, "What do you think?" Snapping at her. She tried to apologize, being like, "I'm sorry," but he still refused to help her. Keep in mind, his Kwame even told him multiple times, aka Plag, "Dude, what you're doing is not okay. It's not that serious. Like, it's not that deep. Why are you being like this? Like, I don't understand." Again, obsession. He is obsessed with her. Cat Noir is literally obsessed with Ladybug. Will do anything to woo her, even though she's made it very clear she doesn't like his advances. She doesn't want his advances. And just stop. But he doesn't care. And again, will get upset when she doesn't return them. Yup. True love, everyone. The love square is so real. Also, I don't understand how it's a square. Adrian loves Ladybug. Cat Noir loves Ladybug. Marinette apparently loves Adrian. I'm going to say apparently for all of these. Those three apparently love each other. Yeah, but Ladybug never showed any interest in Cat Noir. Marinette never showed any interest in Cat Noir. Where's the square at? This is more like a weird triangle thing. I don't understand it. What? But regardless. Obsession. 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 Did I mention obsession? I'm pretty sure I mentioned obsession. Now we got these guys. Connection and love. Which one would you rather? Obviously, we're not going to get Lucana anymore because those two had to break up because, well, she can't tell him her secret, and that got in the way of them being together, which I'm very glad we have fan fictions that, like, look past that and actually try to combat that. I was about to say combine, but combat that because I'm sorry. I love looking at too much. I can't just sit here and pretend it didn't happen or pretend it never existed. I refuse.
Live. Zero watching net. Welcome. Johnny. Kathy. Show latest messages. Show latest messages. Button.
I don't know how many people were here. Hold up.
Show latest messages. Finish. Button. Live. Zero watch. Welcome. Johnny. Kathy. Techno. Switch camera. Chat option. Filters. Options. Chat. Switch. Tech. Kathy. Johnny. Welcome to live chat. Johnny. Hi Elijah. Zero watching now. 1 like. Live. 48 minutes 6 seconds. Zero watching now. 1 like.
But yeah, I'm sorry. I can't just sit here and refuse to believe the Lucanet never happened or that it wasn't cheated because it really was. Like, they had a lot of cute moments, don't get me wrong. Yeah, but they literally in the show only dated for like a few months. And then that relationship had to end to make way for the love square. Which literally almost everyone who watches the show at this point hates within good reason. So I'm very confused. But again, somehow the love square is true love. I don't see true love anywhere here. Again, I see obsession versus obsession versus obsession versus obsession. Oh, here's the big one. Lucanet actually could get around everything, whether it's in their superhero forms or not. Adrianet or the love square as a whole literally ends the world. How do we know this? Cat Blanc. Cat Blanc is an episode where basically in the future something happened, so one of the future superheroes had to come back to basically warn Ladybug and be like, yeah, I need you to help me fix this before this affects your timeline. In that future, those two got together. The love square really happened. Like, it really happened. But here's what happened. Hawkmoth found out who both of them were because they were being reckless. Mainly, Adrian was being reckless, and they found out who each other were. And Hawkmoth found out. What did Hawkmoth do? Oh, nothing really. He just tried to akumatize his own son because, he can do that now. Um, Especially because, again, when Marinette had to break up with him because Gabriel didn't want them together, this dude had a very bad reaction to it and decided to transform in broad daylight. That's how Hawkmoth found out in the first place. And then basically akumatized his own son, turned him against Ladybug. This dude basically went from pulling Ladybug into his arms, claiming that he loved her, to trying to snatch her miraculous and basically doing anything he could to get rid of her. Oh, not to mention, he did a mega cataclysm. It literally destroyed the moon. He then proceeded to try to take her in his arms again, throw her underwater, pretty much almost drowning her at some point, just to try to take her miraculous, pull her back up, try to get something from her. And when that didn't go his way, well, then he got angry. So Adrien Cat Noir times like 100, basically. Mentally insane. No, I'm not kidding. If you haven't seen the episode, I'm surprised, and go watch it for yourself if you haven't, if it's on Netflix. But yeah, so it's like their love literally destroys the world. How is this love okay? How is this real love? How is this safe love? How does this love even exist as love? I don't understand it. There's obsession, there's love. Please try to realize the difference, people, because there's multiple differences. I can go into cartoon ones too, because there's a lot there, but that's a whole different thing. If y'all want me to do a video on that, I can. But, we're sticking to anime here, so... But no, again, their love literally destroys the world. I don't see what people don't see about that. And people try to claim that means that they do love each other. How? How? This dude literally destroyed the entire world because he couldn't have her when she wasn't even his to begin with. Even she didn't do anything that crazy. We've got Oblivio where they forgot their memories and were all lovey-dovey with each other for basically the whole episode and almost got nothing done. That was so disgusting. Please stop. No. Oh, and also somehow, even though they forgot their memories, or they lost their memories, they had each other's phone numbers and automatically assumed because of that and all the pictures they had of each other that they were apparently together. You do know that friends can have pictures of each other, right? And have their numbers. And keep in mind, it wasn't from what I know, it wasn't suggestive pictures either. It was literally just pictures. Literally just pictures of each other and their numbers. But somehow that means we're together. I guess I'm together with all my friends then, because I got friends' numbers. I got pictures sometimes. Sometimes I have pictures and those are the stuff I post on either Facebook or Instagram or whatever. But that don't mean I'm with them. I'm confused how that works. I don't understand that, but okay, whatever. And now that they're together in season 4, apparently they're or season 4, season 5, I think they're together in one of them, I forget. But they're basically all lovey-dovey with each other now, and I can't stand it. Hence why I'm not watching anything after season 3. Because I'm sorry, I tried watching season 1 of episode 1 of season 4. I'm okay, I got this, I can do this. Episode 1 of season 4, instantly couldn't stand it because that's where Luke and Nett broke up, and that just killed me. No. Oh, and also, someone explained to me how it's love when, again, the obsession is clearly there, and whenever that obsession ends, at least on Marinette's part, and she actually decides to move on, that obsession just comes back out of nowhere, and apparently she's never gotten over him. How? You were literally just happy with Luca 2 seconds ago. I'm very confused. But, okay, I guess. Like I said, I'm looking at all the way. I don't care what anyone says. Fight me on it. I will. That is one fight that I will fight anyone to the very end of time, and I am not afraid to get loud over it. I'm really not. I'm not afraid to get into a legit argument. I've done it on YouTube before. I'll do it again because me with my morals and the fact that me and Luca's morals add up, I'm sorry. I'm not going to let someone dump on that ship and get away with it. And I'm not going to let someone just sit here and act like he's a bad person just because you're trying to defend someone who clearly has no moral character in the show at all. All he cares about is himself. Again, when Marinette didn't show up, or as Ladybug, when Ladybug didn't show up for their date, which wasn't even technically supposed to be a date in her eyes, he got ticked. There's another one too where, again, she didn't show up, and he basically tried to renounce his miraculous and give it up because he's over here no one cares about me, what's the point? how. She cares about you as a friend and as a partner. She doesn't like you like that, dude. It's not that serious. It's really not that deep.
Zero watching. Welcome. Johnny. Kathy. Tech. Switch camera. Tech. Johnny. Welcome to live. Zero watching now. One like. Live. 54 minutes 53 seconds.
But like I said, I don't get how it's that deep. That's just me personally though. Like I said, I personally don't see how it's that deep. If y'all want to fight me on it, you can. But I don't understand the deepness there. I really don't. But you know, whatever. Like I said, apparently that's what true love is in this world now. Obsession and stalkers. Obsession and being a stalker. That's not what true love should ever be, in my opinion. My opinion, and this is what LinkedIn has. True love is when you actually get to know the person, when you know how they are, when you know their ins and outs, when you can look at them and just automatically be like, okay, I can tell you're not okay. Do you want to talk about it? I'm here. Do you want to speak? We don't have to do anything but speak. You know, being there when it counts, enjoying the little moments, just holding hands and being able to look at each other and be like, I can do this for the rest of my life. This is okay. I like this. I love this. I love you. You're awesome. Being best friends with someone, you know, actually taking the time to know them rather than just thinking you know them and everything and, you know, all that stuff. You get what I'm trying to say. True love goes a lot deeper than what Adrianette has or what obsession is. An obsession can be deep, yeah, but usually when an obsession is deep, it's deep for all the wrong reasons. With true love, there's usually always a deep connection there, but it's usually for all of the right reasons. And it's usually both parties. So that's just how I look at it, though. What do y'all think? I might end it here because honestly, I don't really have anything else to say on this. So, what do y'all think? Feel free to let me know in the comments down below. I really hope that when this stream goes public, y'all take the time to get to watch it. Take the time to comment on it. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can. Feel free to put your comments in the comment section down below. And until then, I'm gonna catch you guys down the road in the next one. In other words, tomorrow, because I already have a video planned for tomorrow. So stay tuned for 12 o'clock because that is when that video is coming out, and I really hope you guys enjoy that one.
Zero. Live. 57 minutes 4 seconds. Zero. Well, Johnny. Kathy. Tech. Switch camera. Tech. John. Welcome to live. Zero. Live. Finish. Button.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Until then, this is your favorite Super Saiyan / Demigod signing off. Obsession versus true love. Y'all tell me the difference. Y'all tell me if you agree or disagree with what I said, and we can have a discussion. Until then, this is your favorite Super Saiyan / Demigod signing off. Love you guys. Have an awesome night. Have an awesome day. Have an awesome evening. Have an awesome life. Peace out until then, guys. Love you guys. See you guys in the next one.
Alert. Are you sure you want to